Okay, Monday morning in the kingdom, and it's Chilly Willy here. As you can see, we got a little bit of snow last night. I don't know how that happened. Must have been when I passed out. Fell asleep. Okay, look at the flags. They're looking good. Yes. I'll have a short intro today before they censor me. Okay, we got a busy day planned. Yes. We got a... Oh, we'll go this way. Yes. We'll go this way, because we're going to move some stuff away from the front of the shop door. So that means we'll have the loader out. Yes, the loader. Yes, we'll move some of this crap and get ready for winter now that the snow is officially here. Also, too, the yard light is still on the loader shed door. Ooh, that wind is chilly on my chinny chin. All right, the wood stove's going, so we'll film right here so the Swedish kid can enjoy the wood smoke. Oh, a Canadian scenery. Okay, this morning we woke up to minus 12 Celsius, but feels like minus 19. Oh, it's chilly. Yes, we're not used to it. Okay, on the yo-yo scale, feels like, no, it's plus 10 Fahrenheit. Oh, I'm so confused. But it feels like minus 2. Now it makes sense to me. Yes, I watched Sesame Street, so I understand. Okay, all right, so... Okay, we gotta keep scrolling, right? All right, so this here, we're gonna have the loader out today. It's in the shed where it's nice and warm, so it should start and drive. We got lots of firewood because we're gonna burn lots today, I think. I don't know. All right, and there we go. It's snow on the ground, and we don't have the plow on the plow truck. Oh yes, we're so prepared, but we don't have pallets everywhere all over the place. All right. My neighbor got his white Ford fixed, so it must have been the starter, because he had to wait for one to come in. That's what his wife said. It was the starter. Okay, so he's good to go. With a little bit of snow, he can drive and have fun. All right, a little bit more here. Oh, look at those flags. Hopefully the mail truck brings the 5th flag. I haven't heard from Sir Rodney. I think he's suffering. Okay, last night at 9 o'clock, it was decided that my back is too sore to be feeding the wood stove. Okay, the wood stove is there because that's where the chimney was in the roof. Okay, so that's what the old timer did when he built the place. It's there. I have no idea why it's there, so we just put this wood stove that we built there. So after all these years, it's too low and it's facing the wrong direction, so we're going to correct the problem today. Okay, the best way to correct the wood stove and the chimney problem is we're going to put it here. Yes, outside the shop door here. So here's the door we built. All right, and this is another reason why we never finished out the door, because the shop is very limited in what we can do. We have the Lynn tractor with a V plow. We have the D69U with a V plow. They will not fit in here because the shop is too short. So let's take some beams and make a 16-foot extension. So that's the push today, is we're going to bust our tushy, cut this beam down, and make a shop extension. So hopefully it'll be done in a week, or we'll run out of money and can't put a roof on it. All right, let's see what we can do today. Okay, the great fun today is we use the tools outside and then we drag it back in because we don't want everything icing up. We're new to this plasma cutter, so we're hoping we don't have any icing issues or anything like that. But this thing is amazing. It's the Pro Point 30 Plus from Princess Auto, and it caught me by surprise. Yes, let's take a look outside here. It cut the beam in half. The old plasma cutter, I'd be cut it and then I'd drop it around the yard till it split in two. So I'm cutting away and then it fell apart. Exactly what I wanted. So it's well worth the investment. All right, let's get to work. Okay, there's a slight breeze and it's getting close to lunch and I have to hustle. I have to bring everything out quickly and cut this beam in 2 places to make it 16 feet for the shop extension for the wood stove. Okay, there we go. Just before lunch, we have the 2 ends cut off of this piece here. So we have the 2 big beams, which will be the little shop extension. You have to work quickly when you're outside with the plasma cutter, air hose, and stuff like that. You can't lollygag and socialize and stuff like that. Oh, these lips need some vodka.
Monday morning in WHO-ville, and it looks like it snowed pretty good out there. As you can see here, my steps are all covered as well. I think I'm gonna have to pull out my winter boots now, my skidoo gear, because it's about that time of year. Now it's time to head inside and let the dogs out, make breakfast. I'm not sure what we'll be doing in the kingdom after lunch, but I'll find out when I get there. after breakfast, and it looks like WHO-ville came and got the barricades finally. They were here almost 2 weeks now, and they finally took them now that the ground is freezing and there's no point in having them here anymore. Plus, I think they needed them for a job across town somewhere. They're always doing something, and with the snow coming and the ground freezing, they gotta get as much done as they can now, or else it'll be harder at -50. It's been such a busy week, I haven't given you guys a tomato update, but look at those. The fourth one has finally turned red. I think I'll give it another day or two and then pick them all and give them to my dad. After lunch, now it's time to head to the kingdom and see what we're doing today. I have to bring the trailer over because I got to grab some pink insulation for the house here and a couple pieces of plywood so I can get my place ready for winter. So let's head on over before it starts snowing, because we are getting that for forecast, but we all know that's a lie. Just made to the kingdom, and my dad asked me to come over to trailer number 2 here and pick up the small bucket for the mini hoe. As you can see here, I have to put it in the back of the trailer because it is quite heavy. Not really, I could carry this thing over myself, but I also have to grab some pink insulation out of trailer 3, so it worked out perfectly that I was over here with the trailer anyways. Got all the pink insulation loaded up, and then I got the bucket for the mini hoe as well. Now it's time to head on back over to the shop and give that to my dad so we can put it on and get digging. I'm not sure what we're doing with it, but let's go find out. While I was down at trailer number 2, my dad was bringing up some drill rods. We are going to be using this to extend the shop. Now we are changing out the buckets on the mini hoe here. As you can see, this one's pretty big compared to my hand. Now we're gonna go down to this little small one here. Little hand reference for you there. It's about the size of my small hand. It's just to do a little touch up and leveling around the shop here. That way when we put the beams down and stand up the frame, everything will be as level as possible. Very long, we're able to get the buckets changed out. It's quite a bit of a difference here, and conveniently the thumb is the same width as this one as well. All we had to do was fold it out of place there, and then when you put it back in, you just put the hydraulic back down and put the little clamp on here and tighten it up. Now my dad's getting the loader started so he can move this beam into place over here. It'll be going right beside the mini where we fluffed up in between here. It's going to come out about 16 feet, so that's a lot of room there for the shop, which is good because we need it. Then the other beam's just over there, which will be coming into place right about here, I think it is. And of course, it starts snowing, same as yesterday. Now my dad's gonna hook up to it with the mini so he can level it out. For some reason my phone died. It was at 60% and it just up and died. That's what happens when it's out in the cold for too long. So I had to switch to my dad's. Now let's see if this is level. Close enough. Nothing is ever straight in our life or level anyways, so I don't even think this shop is level. Have to measure across with the beam so we can figure out where the other one has to go, and it looks like it's going right under the salted snow area, which is actually pretty good, so we don't have to move it that far over, and then we can level that one out as well. And then we have to put this one on. I'm pretty sure this is the cross beam, and then we have the top ones over there for the frame. I'm gonna fluff up this side and get it leveled out the best as we can. That way the beam will fit in there. Because it seems like this side is a little higher than the other one, so we have to drop it down just a smidge. This little bucket works perfectly for doing stuff like this. A quick little smooth out with the rake, that way it's nice and flat for the beam. And over here, of course, we have Iris watching everything we do. I had to run down to the pipe rack real quick with the mini hoe and pick up this pipe right here. That way it can go on the back side. Then my dad's going to bring up the other pipes that are over there and cut them. And while he's doing that, I'm going to run up and do mail and take all my insulation home and my plywood. 2:30 and my dad said he has a couple things to do, so I'm gonna head on back into WHO-ville. I just gotta grab some wood out of trailer 8 here, and then I can go back home and drop everything off and head up and do mail. I do have to come back at 4 o'clock though. Got my 2 pieces of plywood. The one is for my AC window and the other one's for my basement. I have the other boards at the house already. I just needed these 2. Now it's time to head on back into WHO-ville and go do mail. Just got back into WHO-ville. I'm going to take these 2 pieces of plywood and put them in the house, and then I'm going to take the quad trailer and just put it right into the shed here, and then I can take the insulation out as I need it, and then I'm going to head up and do mail and come back and put the quad away for a few hours. That way it's not sitting in the snow. 4 o'clock, now it's time to head back to the kingdom so we can finish putting up the frame for the new attachment on the shop there. I'm not sure how much my dad has gotten done. He hasn't been online. All he told me was to come back at 4 p.m. So let's get going. Just came back from checking the mail and look what came. Something from Sir Rodney at Westrans. I think this might be the new adapters and mics for the phone, but I guess I'll find out when I head to the kingdom at 4 o'clock. Now let's head inside and let the dogs out, but I doubt they'll be out very long because it is getting nasty out here. Open the box up from Sir Rodney. Thank you so much for sending everything up. It looks like we got an adapter so I can connect the wired mics up to the phone, since the wireless ones I have aren't working very good right now and they're dying, and that's the last thing we need. Also have another Canadian flag which will go with the promo bike on the sleighs and other things. We just have a backup. And then we have an Australian flag. I will be taking this out to put on the tank with the rest of them. As I was setting up the new headset, my dad came out and he added the new flag there. Look at that. We went from just having the one Canadian flag to having all these. Wow, sure have come a long way. Now we got the pipes going up this way on either side there. We just did a rough welding. Now my dad's going to completely weld everything else in, and then we'll lay it down, and this will actually be the top that goes across the header there, as you can see. Now it's time to head inside and make some coffee for my dad, and then I have to go over here and load the wheelbarrow for him. We had to put a chain on it and tighten it just a little bit so they line up. Now my dad's going to come with the loader and lift it up, and then these will be on either end here, and this will be on the top. We got the pipes flipped around and put into place. Now my dad's just doing a little tack welding in there, and then we'll do a complete weld around them and then unhook the top, and hopefully it doesn't fall over. You can see on this beam that my dad only did a little tack weld here just to get it up in place. Now he's going to come back around and do a complete weld all the way around, and hopefully it doesn't fall over. While he's doing all that welding, I'm over here loading up the wheelbarrow. That way he'll have wood in the shop for the next couple days. We're actually doing pretty good. Got about 8 loads out of this so far, and once it's empty, we'll just fill it again. As I was putting all the tools away, my dad used a little pokey stick to get the chain off the top of the frame here. That way we didn't have to pull out the big ladder, because the little silver ladder we had is too short to reach up there. At least we're able to get the chain off. We didn't have to climb all the way up. Got everything for today done. Now my dad's going to do some tinkering around with the loader, and I can head on back into WHO-ville and do the weather. Supper time, and I just got back from the kingdom. This is the temperature we're sitting at today. It's -5 degrees Celsius, which is 23 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. My weather network finally changed, but I still think it's a lie because it was pretty cold. I actually had my full skidoo suit on today, even the ski pants. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, make supper, and end my day.
Okay, I got 15 minutes to spare, and the staff will be here at 4 o'clock, and we can lift this header up for the doorway, okay? Because I got tired of this doors here, And this one's already starting to peel away on the hinges and stuff. So over on the loader shed, I did an all steel door. So that's what we're going to do over here, because I've had enough. And this is working out good. We know that side is lower than over here, but who cares? I live in the land of Dr. Seuss. In the summer, we can lift it up with the forks of the loader and shovel some more under. We're going to get this done today, or to get the door frame in and a few other loose ends, and then it can snow and freeze all at once. But it's going actually rather well. Okay, as you can tell in the flags over there, the wind died down, which is good for welding. The cat started no problem. We moved it ahead. The welder is running good, so having it to test run the other day saved us a lot of drama, because if we went to pull ahead to weld this and the welder didn't start, oh, there'd be drama and somebody would cry and we'd have to drink vodka. Okay, so we're getting ready here. Those are the door posts over there. So I just got to buff grind them and we should be good to go when the staff arrives. Okay, 7 o'clock in the kingdom and we're done the list. Yes, this is what we had on the list and we're done. We got the skids, we got it landscaped, we got the door frame in, and now it's snowing. The welding sleigh's backed up because we'll be doing more welding. And then over here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's the new flag. And then there's the rafters on the flat deck trailer right there. Oops, I got the burps. I had to eat lots of peanuts today to get my strength up. Oh, golly. Hopefully the beer and the vodka gets rid of the burps. All right, let's go walk the dogs with a flashlight. I don't want to meet any bears or timber wolves or anybody else. All right, let's go walk the dogs, drink some beer, make a video, and I'm hurting. Oh, well, talk to you later.